crafty friends. I know it's been quite a bit since I got on to Sketches with Emily to do a live sketch, but here I am. I was joking around saying it's a Christmas miracle, and it's just been quite a busy fall, and having a retreat more than once a month is a lot. And I have been to Indiana for an advisor training, and I did host a incredible a retreat. Hi, Melody. Last weekend, Color Wars in New York. It was life-changing. And Debbie, here are all my friends. I missed you guys. So, anyways, did everyone open up their secret box? What do you guys think about the new Curvy Wave BMC? Has anyone checked it out? So, I can't help myself when I'm not good at keeping secrets, right? I know my faults. Anyway, so when I took a peek and I literally texted Meg and I was like, look, all I can just see is the ripple effect of this wave. There was a BMC ruffle, I don't know what year it came out, but it does actually coordinate like perfectly. If you saw any of the ones I've done before with a little example with the new one out of the secret box. So have you not gotten your secret box number 4? It is a must purchase. I do have just some BMCs standalone. If you are interested, just reach out to me and I can get that for you. We're going to be using my favorite Christmas paper. My plan is every week to do a different Christmas spread. There is a lot of Christmas coming out, and this is Joy of the World, which is tried but true, one of my favorites. And so here I go. We're gonna work on this way. Just kind of follow along. No, I don't have a PDF. So it's the great price of free, so I give a hard time, complaining. So you're gonna choose your base paper. And for me, it's gonna be, I think I said it was gonna be this one, my base. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be my base paper. Put these other two on the side. Clean up my desk. I did buy a white contact for the desk. We just haven't gotten to the point where I can put it on, so bear with me. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna gut your base paper here, okay? And it's a 3-inch gut, which is a little bit different. Regularly everyone does like 2. Make sure your kickstand is up. It is bedtime in our house, so guaranteed Annie's gonna show up for some kind of silliness. She was bouncing a ball early tonight. We had, constantly with soccer ball. All right, so you're gonna start off by placing your paper at the 9-inch mark, and then your blade housing, in case you don't, a little fresher, there's a little line, I don't know if you guys can see it, and that's exactly where your blade is gonna pierce the paper. And you wanna start off at the 3-inch mark and go down to 9. You're essentially gonna give yourself a 3-inch frame, and then your fallout will be a 6x6, which you can use as one of your mats. It's just making kind of conserving paper and making your albums a little bit lighter weight. So I'm gonna rotate that back around once again, lining that up at the 9-inch mark on the top. Starting here at the 9-inch, and you're gonna go up to 3 inches. All right, and rotate again, making that at the 9-inch. So upcoming things, the secret box number 5 will be shipping starting tomorrow. I have ordered all of mine, so they should be in within the next couple days. I mean, it is the holiday, Thanksgiving, so I think that might mess up shipping a little bit, but definitely by Friday I should have it. And if you're coming to Jingle Bell Crop, I will bring it with me on Friday. The following weekend, the 5th and the 6th, Friday and Saturday, I am having my open house, starting here at the 9 and going to the 3 once again. So we'd love to have you come over and visit. The information is on Scrapbooking with Emily, and I can send you more information, but essentially we're gonna have a lot of fun. All right, So we got my gut, and now we're gonna make a 4x6 mat here. Now I know the sketch calls for a photo 4x6, but I like a sketch. So that's why your photo is just gonna go in by 1/4 inch, all right? So we'll save that for later, put that to the side. And then you're going to need your back paper here, which is here, right? And then this is a 9x11. So we're gonna take off an inch here. Okay, paper is now 11 inches this way. And then we want 9 inches this way. All right. And that's gonna go right here. Now, the next, this is just extra scraps. You can save that for later. Your third piece of paper, pull this puppy out. I love this paper. I mean, the tonal of this, of Joy to the World is just one of my favorites. All right, so to get this, you are gonna be making some mats with this. You need to have a 4-inch strip. Okay. 4-inch strip. And these are gonna be your bottom mats here. So we have one 4x4 and then the other 4x4. So put that aside along with your other mat. So this guy is also a 4x4. You're going to be making the side strips of your paper here with this, and it's 4 inches. We want to have 1.5 inches in thickness on either side. All right, good. And you can put your thing right here. All right, so before we start, let's just take note. Make sure you line up your base paper here, right, on your mat so you can get a good center. And we're going to put this here at the 6-inch mark. All right, halfway through. Just do a quick little, so you know that's the half. And all the way flush over to the side of the paper. So your little strip here should fit between the 8 and the 4. And we'll do it over here too. And we're going to do this too, just a little pinchy. All right. 4 and the 8, and that should, your little pinch, line up with your 6-inch mark here. Good. All right, so next, we're looking at this little guy here, all right? And it should theoretically fit in perfectly, all right? And I'm eyeballing it. It's 1 inch. It really should be a 1/2 inch on the top and the bottom. I would not put your tape in the center, because if not, it's gonna fall into the black, you know, the black hole here with this thing. You can, if you want, throw some tape if you're worried about it falling off. All right, so once again, woo! If you go off, then it just seems like they all fall apart, right? So trying to get this together here. All right, once again, the 1/2 inch. Good. All right, so we have that. Looks great. We love that. Good things. All right, so now we're working here with the center here, and you can put 4x4s can go here. And this guy's gonna go up here. Part of me wishes I had done, I don't know. I thought this might happen. I don't really love that, but I wish it was more Christmassy. It's fine. Remember, a picture's going over to Emily, and actually, right, like this is gonna be going right here. This was the picture, so it's just a little bit of a thing. All right, so it's just a good way of using that. All right, so imagine this is your photo here. All right. Oh, I guess I am doing red, so I just put it on there. All right, well, never mind, I'm using red. I kind of like the red more anyways. All right, that's good. I don't know. Is it too much? Yeah, what do you think? What side am I using? These are little chevrons or the pretty flower, the leaves. I kind of like the leaves, but the leaves and the leaves, I don't know, we'll make some choices. All right, let's focus here. We're gonna be doing that, put to the side because we're gonna be making our angels. So you wanna get out your new angel punch. I already cut out my circles using my cyclical circle BMC. I think this one is sold out, but I do have some of those in stock if you're interested. All right, so we're gonna load in my Miss Angel here, and here is my white shimmer cardstock with a little bit of jazz. And we're gonna load that in. So, and then lock down the guide here. And then once this is already lined up, you can put it back under, no reason to worry. In case you haven't used your Border Maker system, just a quick little overview. There's this little line here, and there's little notchings. And when they kind of lock in, you marry these up, and then you walk it down. I recommend every once in a while, kind of let those pieces fall off. This is a chain BMC. What does that mean? It means it falls off from the paper altogether, okay? And, I have my thing packed up there. And we'll do it again. All right, so we're gonna load this puppy in, making sure that guide is up for us and lined up nicely, and then lock it back down. And once again, we're gonna marry up those notchings. So, it is the new year is not so far away. I have, I would say, like 2 spots for Jumpstart January if you're interested in that retreat. It is at our home base, our favorite place, the Hilton Garden Inn in Exton. And it is the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. I do have some space available still for Snowball, which is the later in the month, starting on the 29th, ending in, I think, the 1st, maybe it's the 28th. I can't think about it off my head. And I have maybe like 5 or 6 spots for that. The Flamingo Retreat, which starts on the 19th, the registration form is out. I posted it. Right now, I have a stack of registration forms on my counter that I haven't put into the computer system, but I have like 10 people that have signed up for that. And then later in the following month, in March, Megan Jax is coming back. She's my buddy, and for the March retreat. And because she's coming, we decided, it's more fun when we stay longer. So if she's going to fly all across the United States, she might as well stay for a little bit. So we're actually going to start on Wednesday. If you can't come on Wednesday, no worries. It's just an add-on cost. So you don't have to feel like you're paying for something you're not going to use. But that registration form isn't out yet. All right, so this is these little halos, right? So super cute. I am going to just put my tape right on here, okay? I already punched out my circles using the circular circle. BMC. Well, that one didn't turn out so good. Let's see if I can fix that puppy. Yeah. Okay. I'm working from the back side. I know it might not be even, but I feel like I have more control over it looking this way. Today we went downtown. My mom turned 70 yesterday. We had a big party for her at a fancy restaurant. I made all the centerpieces. It was lovely. I'll post a picture once, you know, I get the pictures from Izzy. And I made all the place cards. I used all my, you know, creative talents to help her out. And then today we went downtown to the Walnut Street Theater and saw It's a Christmas Story. Very funny. The kids loved it. I'm gotta be honest, I'm pooped. I'm tired. I'm still cleaning up from Color Wars, bringing everything in, and I work tomorrow, and I am hosting Thanksgiving. Who's hosting? Oh, Joanne's on. Hey, Joe, how are you? I put your thing in the mail. You should get. Have you gotten it yet? I did put that in the mail. Anyways, we had a good time, but I am kind of tired. I'm pooped. I'm hosting Thanksgiving, so. We were trying to get all those bundles out the door. I had a lot of shipping. People were so patient. Thank you. I basically told people, I was like, yes, I have the bundles. No, I'm not shipping until after Color Wars. So I appreciate everyone who was patient. And right up here. All right, let's see what it looks like. The big reveal. Right? So nice. Okay, so we have one and top and a bottom. Sorry, I probably should have done one of these first for you guys. A little bit of a snooze fest. Good things. So yes, my little angels, there they are. And we're gonna bring back my page here. Put that right there in the center. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. All right, so now the angels need to be pretty close to the edge of the paper. Let me put this down, right? Yeah, okay. And so when you lay this down, you don't want the angels to touch the bottom, but also they shouldn't be so high up that you can't. This needs a little bit of a haircut. A little bit of a haircut. Good. And we'll do the same thing on top. Once again, we're going to go to the top, tippy tap, but not touching. All right. Oh, that's bizarre. The one was too long and the other one's too tight. I don't know. All right, whatever. And so that's that. Probably should do it the other way because, no, it's fine. All right. And now we're going to put this guy down. And this kind of helps you determine. Yeah, I think it might have to be. Oh, I do kind of like it. Is it too much with the leaves on the leaves? Leaves on the leaves. I can't decide. I can't decide. I like the leaves the most, but the reality is you're going to put things over it anyways, and you want to be able to see a little bit of a color change there. All right. this guy. All right, and I'm leaving this space here. Now, on the sketch itself, they wanted a journal box, and if you know me, I don't really journal, sorry. But I made this really cool tree, and I wanted to share it with you guys and how to create it. And it is using the new Curvy Wave VMC, which came out of the secret box number 4. All right, so we're gonna do this tree better since I kind of fudged up on the live version. So just bear with me here. So for the top piece, we're gonna use that avocado. All right, and then we're gonna do this green and the Kelly, and then also the dark green here. All right, so let's start with the bottom base, which is this green. Put this over here for reference. And let's get out our trimmer. So the first cut you're going to be creating is a 3.5 by 4.5. And then we will go with this Kelly green. The second one is a 3 by 4.5. And go with this green. Let's go over there. And it is a 2.5 by 4.5 cut. And last but not least, the avocado. And this is just a sliver here. We're talking 2 by 3.5. All right, and you need to find your pencil, which I didn't have the paper, I just put away. All right, so we'll start from the bottom here. Make sure this mat is nice and straight for you guys. All right, so we're gonna be making mark lines for where to cut, or excuse me, cut lines for where we go. And you wanna go in an inch on each side. So this mark is going to be, if you're laying it down flat here in the corner, at the 11, and this one will be at the 10.5. All right. And you're going to cut from the bottom of the lower right to that mark here, giving you that diagonal cut. And I flip it around. The mark line to the base bottom cut. All right, move it over there. Then the next one is going to be, here we're looking at going in an inch each way. So that's at the 2 and the 1. And once again, we're going to do the same thing. Bottom to the mark up here. Flip it around from the mark to the bottom or the base of the lower corner here. Perfect. You see how this is kind of coming together. And then we have this little guy. Now he is 2.5. So we're going to go in at an inch on each way. So this is 1 inch, and then 2 right here. It's just like a little sliver. There should only be a 1/2 inch in between there. Hopefully you can see that. All right. Once again, we're going to go from the bottom corner to the first little mark there.
around. And perfect. See how this is kind of working its way out here, right? Oh, let's get that even for you guys, sorry. And then the top, the tippy top. And this is just in the center, so it's just gonna be at the 1 inch line. And that's how you're gonna get your point. All right. Perfect. And you're gonna pull out your border maker system, making sure that your curvy wave is locked and loaded. That was from secret box number 4. I have gotten to see what secret box number 5 is, but I have not received it. They should come today or tomorrow. All right, and this is gonna go right down here in the center, okay? Lock that into place. Okay, that's your tippy top. And once again, we're using that kind of as our guide here as the center. Make sure this is loaded flat against that guide system. You want to lock that down. Feel like, oh, it's okay. And then lock it in. We're going to be connecting here. And then over here. All right. Locked and loaded here, last one. Good. And we'll do some little tape here. I'm gonna start at the top because I feel like it's easier to do it this way. But this guy, I wanna go as far down as I can without seeing that bottom, okay? And then, yeah, that's as far as I can go. All right, actually, I want to go a little bit more. Perfect. And same kind of thing here, right? So, maybe a little bit. I want them to space out kind of nice. Here, right? Like, how nice is that? And then for your tree trunk, you're just looking for a 1.5 by, it's really like 1 3/4. This is already a 1.5 inch strip, so I'm just cutting this down to 1 3/4. This paper is from, I don't know, Croptoberfest a couple years ago, and I love it because it looks like wood. It works out good. It's my trunk. No, you can do it this way. And that, my friend, is how we make our little Christmas tree. We are going to add a star. I have to make sure I pack this today. And there you go. All right, wonderful. Anymore. Let's find my paper. Bring her back.
very nice, right? And I want the tree to be on the side. This is why I ended up, I think I did this. I brought that, I don't know what picture's going on there. I did bring this one a little bit closer, and I know that's like, that's not even, well, too bad. Too bad. Either way. And, but yeah, I just love this, right? How cute is this? My little tree. I did go over the page and then I gave it a trim. So. Find it easier to cut from here. Yeah. Is that all my things? Oh, I give it a little jazz. And then they do have a little bit of jazz down here. So you want to put some embellishments on there, I guess, to make it your own. Oh, I love it, right? How cute is this? That's my cheat sheet. So, thank you guys so much. Please put, you know, your take on that in the comments below. I will post that probably tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how tired I am.